It appears that Northern Shadows is attempting to push out, secure some sort of mid lane advantage, and prevent WDB boys from having a straight, well, less of a straight shot against their mid lane inhibitor. Here we see Northern Shadows mid lane. Ooh, and Yasuo manages to get his wind wall up in time to block Blitz's grab. Great play. Good use of the ability. Northern Shadows currently is performing a split push with Yorick pushing top lane and 4 of the other Northern Shadows members, which is to say Blitzcrank, Kalista, Fizz, and Nidalee, attempting to contest mid lane first tier turret. But Nidalee gets caught out by Jarvan IV. Yasuo and Nautilus are engaging on Blitzcrank, and he goes down. Ultimate on Kalista, trying to disengage from Yasuo and damage him at the same time, almost succeeds. Yorick picks up the kill, but Yorick picks up the tower rather, but Malphite picks up the kill against him. And we have 3 members of WDB boys engaging that inhibitor central lane. Time is currently 18:42, 19-10. WDB boys lead, and it appears that they are once again running away with it. That is an opinion that is surely supported by evidence. We've seen some outstanding play from everyone involved here. However, I am just astounded by Materia in particular. I play a lot of support, and I can't believe how crazy Materia is. I can't even. I am all out of even to give, my friends. And it looks like Nautilus got caught out. Blitzcrank with the excellent pull, pulling him back in. We'll see if they can capitalize on this. Dragon is available. It looks like that it would be a good choice for Northern Shadows to attempt to grab a second dragon. However, WDB boys will not take it lying down. Well, I guess they will. I stand corrected. Malphite in position, but doesn't feel like contesting. The game is not in danger. I can't say I blame him. Baron is live as well. I would expect to see WDB boys go for Baron at any time. Oh, and Nidalee. Nidalee. Oh, Nidalee. Oh, Captain, my Captain. She fell to the floor. Yasuo caught her with his ultimate, with his whirlwind, and then caught her again with his ultimate, dealing tremendous damage, including a powerful critical hit to finish her off. I believe she got 3-shotted, and that looked like it hurt. Fizz attempting to use his mobility to escape, but Jarvan IV does the damage. 4 members of Northern Shadows kill Yorick as well. Meanwhile, Graves split pushing bot. Kalista gets the double kill under turret at her tier 3 base turret top lane, bringing the score at 21 minutes 20 seconds to 23-14 WDB boys' favor. Yasuo uses his whirlwind to keep Kalista from attacking him and allow himself to disengage. Excellent use of the ability. I have to remember that one myself. Fizz and Nidalee are going in on Yasuo and attempting to do damage, but Yasuo is just so incredible that she almost doesn't make it out. Meanwhile, Fizz engages on Graves, who also does tons and tons of damage. Graves gets the double kill, but that Nidalee spear nails Graves right in the chest. Double kill for Nidalee. Fantastic spear. That was an excellently thrown weapon. As I've said previously, my friends, we are seeing some excellent play from both sides, individual and team. However, WDB Boys appears to have the better team play and coordination at this point in time. Nothing to be ashamed of course. Northern Shadows was a very good team to have made it to the finals against all of our fantastic competitors. On Friday the 21st, I saw some amazing play, and I'm told that some of the play that I didn't personally witness was still fantastic. And everyone that made it this far is a champion, a scholar, and a gentleman. And for that we salute them. We see Yasuo pushing that top lane, split pushing for WDB Boys, but it looks like he's going into the jungle instead to attempt to get a nice gank in on one of these other players here. He's got his ultimate available, so we can expect to see some intense knock-up and then murder action. And it appears that WDB Boys has decided that they want to destroy as many turrets as possible and generally seal their victory in as brutal a fashion as they possibly can. And it looks like Yasuo and Malphite are going to do and by themselves, assisted at the end by Graves. Look at that Baron die, my friends. He is really... These three are fed and ridiculous right now, so they are going to do the damage. And now, with Baron, J4 goes in by himself on these people. Nidalee gets the kill on J4, but not before doing tremendous damage. Yasuo and Graves. Things are happening here at a rapid-fire pace. People are dying. Yasuo comes in with the whirlwind, uses his ultimate to destroy Yorick. Graves and Yasuo are still alive. It remains to be seen. And yeah, I was going to say it remains to be seen if Graves dies to Fizz or to Yorick. Neither of these things happen. Graves is a monster not entirely of this world, and Yasuo is also some sort of intergalactic predator. Honestly, I'm running out of superlatives to describe exactly what's happening here. You'll just have to use your imagination if my commentary is not sufficient. Suffice to say that at 24 minutes 52 seconds, the score stands at 29-18. WDB Boys' lead also have a commanding... They have a commanding 14,000 gold lead. More than that even. That's a 15,000 gold lead. Math is not my strong suit because I did not pay enough attention to it in school. And I am deeply regretting it now because I have the inability to tell you exactly how badly Northern Shadows is losing the farm war. Suffice to say, a lot will have to be sufficient on that one. Yorick, unfortunately, pushing without wards, and 4 of them have decided to show up to offer a seminar on correcting the error of his ways. Meanwhile, Yasuo engaging on Nidalee and Fizz, and those critical hits are unbelievable. Fizz running the other way because he don't want none. A Nautilus and a J4 ult finish off Blitzcrank. Graves is 13-3, and of course he does tons and tons of damage. And it looks like this may be the end game, my friends. Still have Baron buffs. With Baron buffs still active, they have about a quarter of their time left, which means that they are spawning Ultra Minions, as previously stated. I believe I've used that joke previously, but I'll reuse it because funny, I don't care. We've got one Nexus turret down in the AK Northern Shadows base. Tons of super minions and those upgraded siege minions, and there goes the second Nexus turret. Nexus is exposed, but there's low health on the WDB Boys side. We'll see how it goes for this one. And Yasuo goes down. So now Northern Shadows is in a perilous position. They are in the position of having to defend with 2 of their inhibitors down and their Nexus completely exposed. So, future looks kind of grim, I have to say. Without calling it for one side or the other, I can safely say that I would not want to be in Northern Shadows' shoes right now. Not a lot going on right now, I'm afraid. Northern Shadows is attempting to solidify some of their strategic resources. 60,000 gold has been collected by WDB boys, which surely contributes to their impressive builds and the advanced nature of their builds, which, again, is contributing to their damage, which they're doing, which is frankly unbelievable. Now, I'm no betting man, but if I was, I would say that this is the final charge for WDB boys, with Graves split pushing that top lane turret, and Yasuo, J4, and Nautilus attempting to engage on Northern Shadows' entire team. Yasuo delivers devastating damage to Yorick. Fizz still remains. Kalista is also attempting to do something, but it appears that they are waiting for super minions to destroy the Nexus. Yasuo takes care of Fizz. Graves destroys Kalista. That wind ball blocks the grab. And that's an ace, my friends. And that is the third and final game of the State Ranked Battles Tournament, won by WDB boys, who are our overall champions. Captain Ashita, SB Sky, Materia, Super Hot Kyrie, and Yellow Party Hat are our champions this evening. And our champions overall for the very first inaugural State Ranked Battles for the state of Alaska, as sponsored by 907 Gamers. I am the Ice Cream Man, Patrick Daly, and I thank you for paying attention to this wonderful stream. We've seen some excellent play this game. Unfortunately, Northern Shadows didn't stand much of a chance against WDB boys, and like I said, I don't feel they should be ashamed of this fact, because they played as well as they could against a team which is just so solid and well put together. I salute both teams and indeed all competitors for the tournament. That being said, it's time for some shout-outs. Shout-outs are always fun, right? So let's begin. I didn't get the opportunity at the end of the stream for the AvaLANche ranked tournaments that was sponsored on Friday the 21st. I did not get the opportunity to perform some shoutouts at that time on stream, live on camera, and now that I have your complete and undivided attention, you are being hypnotized by my dulcet tones, and thus must listen as I congratulate and thank the efforts and energy, time, whatever you want to call it, put in by Jeff Lyford, Logan Dowling, Jeremy Blake, Charlie Sears, John Marlett, Mackenzie Bradbury, Rachel Althoff and the Senior Center that she was a part of, Kaze Jung Hideyoshi, which I'm uncertain I mispronounced, Brandon Thomas, and my two co-conspirators, partners in crime, Courtney Moses and Brigham Perez, who unfortunately was not here, but I am confident, judging by the supernova I see in the sky, that he was succeeded in destroying the anti-spirals and bringing order to the spiral. Wait, yeah, that's pretty sure that's what happened. This stream was relatively less complicated, but no less involved for the people involved. I would like to thank Mike Ferens, who I did not forget to thank this time, Bobby Burns, Bobby Digital, who is the man, and if you do not acknowledge him as such, I'll find you, Chase Johnson, who cannot be here tonight or indeed any other night. However, he is a shining example, and I will give him another shout out because he is the man wherever he is. Also like to thank Dear Leader, the Godfather, Odin himself, Dragonborn, wielder of the band Hammer, Cameron Cowles, if he is indeed paying attention wherever he is on high, whether be it from Olympus or Valhalla or from his couch, we salute you, sir. Also like to give another shout out to Chase Johnson because I can. He's a cool guy. Finally, there are some shout outs that I was asked to perform for Mrs. Lovelace and Mrs. Coleman, and indeed all moms everywhere who may or may not be watching and may or may not be aware of what League of Legends even is beyond, oh, those video games that you kids play. I'd also like to give a shout out to Jameson Irish Whiskey. Jameson Irish Whiskey. Alcoholism. Hey, we're Alaskan. Let's go get drunk. And finally, I would like to give one final shout out to anyone I didn't mention and anyone paying attention to this stream, 907 Gamers, you, dear listener. I am once again Patrick, the Ice Cream Man Daily. I am your shoutcaster this evening. If I did terrible, please be sure to go online and extol all of your hate towards Brigham Perez, who I was if you hated me. However, if you loved me, you could come online and give me accolades as well, because I tried my best to make it entertaining, and if I didn't do a good job, well, that's Bobby's fault, of course. Thanks a lot, guys. I sure appreciate you paying attention, and the games were great, and hopefully we can have another event like this very soon. We're looking forward to having another LAN like AvaLANche, which was unbelievable. We packed that place out. Please show up. If you don't, that's cool too. But be sure to always rep, show your love. 907 Gamers, I'm out. Peace.
I'm kicking the flow, don't you know, Bobby Joe? Listen up, sister. Pull up on the trigger, dance. I'm kicking the flow, don't you know, Bobby Joe? Listen up, sister.
.907 Gamers being a good making new friendships, especially with how friendly and open-minded the group is.
Tons of places or groups on the internet, but there's not as many that are just like so game-oriented like this one.
It's like a big family and we help each other, and now we're starting to be able to help the community. I really dig being part of that. That's a cool thing.